The man tied a rope to a stone weighing 50 kilograms, and then threw the stone into the water and used the splashing water to wash his hair. At the beginning, the man couldn't even reach the water at all. But he didn't give up and kept practicing day after day. As time went on, the man developed strong arms. He was able to lift a 50-kilogram stone effortlessly. The man even mastered the angle of the water splashes. On that day, he washed his hair completely clean. He pleaded with the eminent monk to teach him kung fu. However, the eminent monk demanded that he first build a small bamboo hut without using his hands. The man wanted to learn kung fu to avenge the death of his family, so he had to agree. He relied on his arms and legs to build the hut. When he climbed onto the roof, he saw other masters practicing kung fu, so he secretly learned kung fu while building the hut. The man practiced against the bamboo strips every day. Even though his hands were scratched by the bamboo strips, he still chose to continue practicing. The man noticed that his senior brothers were practicing leg techniques while practicing hand techniques. Seeing this, the man also tied bamboo to his legs to practice. Soon, the man achieved some initial success in his leg techniques. Just then, he saw his senior brother practicing on a wooden dummy. To make it convenient for his practice, the man made a bamboo dummy on the roof. Gradually, he was able to keep up with the movements of his senior brothers. When he saw his senior brother rotating the wooden dummy, he followed suit. But unexpectedly, he fell down. Fortunately, with the body movement techniques he had secretly learned, he managed to steady himself. At this moment, his senior brother didn't stop practicing. Instead, he deliberately rotated the wooden dummy. But the man wasn't nervous at all. He stood on the bamboo dummy and moved along with the movements of his senior brothers. In order to train his wrist strength, the man put a 10-kilogram sledgehammer on a 10-meter-long bamboo pole. In this way, the weight of the sledgehammer became 100 kilograms. The man had to use all his strength to pick up the sledgehammer. In addition, the man also needed to ring the bronze bell following the rhythm of the abbot. On the first day, after ringing it 10 times, his hands became so sore that it felt as if they didn't belong to him anymore. 3 months later, his wrists were covered with scars from the training, but his efforts paid off. Now he can easily pick up the 100-kilogram sledgehammer and wield it quickly and freely. Before he knew it, the man had learned all the kung fu. 3 years later, the man finally completed the bamboo hut, but the eminent monk asked him to tear down the hut and leave the Shaolin Temple. The man was very angry and accused the eminent monk of playing a trick on him. The eminent monk was ready to force him to leave, but the man was surprised to find that the eminent monk was no longer his match.